right?
Yeah.
Good stuff. Leaders Day Tallaght, MMA Connect TV, backstage outside KJXC number 9 at St Marks GAA in Tallaght with a victorious Nate Enright.
How's it going?
What's the story? Meant to be here. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
How are you feeling?
Yeah, good. Felt very good.
That was my fight of the night.
Was it? Thank you so much.
Deadly, yeah.
Thank you. It's been a while. Like, my last 2 fights, I just couldn't get going, you know.
Yeah.
Not that I couldn't get going. It's just I won them, but like my first fight, I was really hesitant, and then my second fight, I had a really bad weight cut. I couldn't sleep the week before and that, and I had some bad stuff going on at home and that, so I wasn't really sleeping, so I wasn't cutting weight, so I cut a lot of weight the last like 4 days, so obviously for same day weigh-in it's not ideal, so yeah. I fought a good wrestler, kind of a heavy wrestler, so I couldn't really
Was this in Newry?
It was,
KJX in Newry, yeah.
Yeah.
I was just saying to the guys that I was sitting next to watching the fight, I was like, the jump in progress since that fight is huge for you. Yeah, I totally noticed it, you know what I mean? You looked way more professional, if that means, you know, like you sit, you know, you're throwing your shots, you just look way more composed.
Yeah.
Is that something that you're working on? Like, are you eager to kind of like progress and get more comfortable in there as you take each fight?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I've always said to Paddy, like I don't want to fight, like, I know it sounds bad, but I don't want to fight bums. I'd rather fight guys that give me a fight rather than fighting guys that, you know, I didn't really learn that from fighting. And like I live in, like, I don't literally live in the gym, but I'm there 6 days a week, like 12 hours a day.
It obviously shows. I mean, you can tell that from the guys that like are really putting in the hard work. Do you know what I mean? Like, because you see the progress in each fight. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, I and the guys at the gym, we train like pros. You know, we got a properly, like Paddy's coming from the elite, like UFC, and you know, so we kind of use his training program. Like he would have done it. So like everything is kind of written out to us to a T, kind of. So I think that helps us a lot as a gym and a family, kind of more so than anything else, you know. So
how long is it that you're training with Paddy now?
I started with Paddy in January of last year, and then we kind of when he went to his own gym, I went with him, you know, and he offered me a job to teach the striking there and with the kids and that. So
what is your background then with the striking? Have you been doing like boxing or kickboxing from a young age, or?
I started off like any young lad in boxing, like not really kind of committed or anything like that. You know, I was more of a hurler and a footballer, and then a bit of boxing on the side, you know. Used to go to boxing, like have a fight from playing a hurling match or something like that, you know. Typical, like. So I was like just a young lad. I grew up in Care and that, so I had a lot of anger and stuff, and I used to love to fight, so whether it was boxing or getting fucking sent off on a football field or something. So
some of the best boxing fights that I've seen have been in hurling matches.
Oh yeah, tell you now, you don't really give a shit because you know you got a helmet on, so you just throw it down. I often throw a full force punch at some lad's face guard and being like, that was stupid. You know. But
so what was the decision to kind of take, you know, fighting full time or take it more seriously full time?
I think I moved to Australia when I was 18 and did a bit of Muay Thai and in and out of it a bit, and I kind of...
Well, those knees, I just said it to you before you interviewed, like you were throwing some knees. I was like, yes, deadly.
But like I would have suffered with like kind of depression and I kind of like, I fell in love with combat sports and the feeling it gives you, just being like submerged in violence, but not violence, if you get me, at the same time. So that kind of just changed me. I was like, you know, fuck it, I like this, so I'm going to give it a go. And then before I knew it, I kind of got a little bit good, and I was like, you know, I can kind of, if I put my head down, I can give it a crack, you know, and try to get somewhere with it. So that's how it kind of came about, you know. It's
funny how a sport that is quote unquote so violent can actually turn people the complete opposite. You know what I mean? I think it's like because you put so much effort in the gym during the week or fighting, that when you go out on the weekend or whether you're confronted with confrontation, the last thing you want to do is fight, right? Like
when I was younger growing up, I was like fucking picking fights for stupid reasons and that kind of stuff, and like obviously in a bad environment, like on the streets or in housing estates and stuff like that. And like if someone had to come up to me now with his fists up, I'd be like, fuck that,
I'm
out, see you later. Like, I don't like violence, but like to me that's not violence, that's like a gateway to something else, to another life, you know. It's like when you step into the gym, everything else doesn't matter. When you step in there, you got 9 minutes to do shit and get back out again, you know. Like it's something else, it's just a different life.
What's the plan now going forward? Obviously, I mean, going pro is like definitely down the line, right? I hate saying that because obviously I don't want to like rush people, you know, like you're getting into your game now and you're finding your feet in the sport. But long term, is that the plan? Obviously to
absolutely, go. Like my goal is such as at the minute would be to go to the European Championships next year, and then the Worlds next year. So see what happens after that, and then take it as it comes. I'm not in any rush. Like I'd rather have fucking 30 amateur fights, and then, you know, go pro. Like.
Exactly, you've got to learn your craft first, right, and then you know, go professional and do that. Because we see it all the time. Guys get a good run at amateur, they win 6-7 fights, and they're like, right, I'm going pro. And it's like, what's the rush?
And I never heard of it again.
Yeah, exactly. Woo, Jesus Christ.
Jeez, he likes you.
Just saw that coming there. But listen, do you have any sponsors or anything that you need to say thank you? You've Joe's there.
Like number one would be
Joe's Absolute Nutrition.
Then I got West Cork Beer Company.
Get in there.
Then Designer Cuts.
This is not an ad, but Joe's Nutrition, her Rolos are actually the most delicious thing ever. Like, you should buy them. You can eat chocolate while cutting weight, but it's not even chocolate. Like, it's not unhealthy, you know. And then what the fuck's that? On the back of my hat. And then I've got Chris Byrne Carpentry. Like, he's one of my mates from back home. I played with my hurling coach and played hurling with him and that. And he's like, he just kind of jumped on board. He's a legend. Like. And then I got Gary from Pulse Heating and Plumbing. He's a local guy, and he's another guy. Like, he's just like, it's hard to get guys to believe in you. You're like you kind of approach people for sponsorships, and they're like, what have you got for me? And then it's like trying to like convince them that you've got something, that you're going to be something, or you're going to be somebody, or be somewhere, you know. And guys, like, at the start when they believe in you, it's amazing. Absolutely, absolutely. You deserve it. You definitely deserve it after that performance tonight. I thought it was fantastic. I look forward to seeing you again. Nate Enright for MMA Connect TV. Woo. Thank you, guys. Good stuff.